Hi, everybody. I'm with my bestest friend in the whole world, Jack, the Italian Giacchino, famous pinstriper, painter, and just overall nice guy, man. We're with the group today. And Jack, before we start talking to you, we painted all these panels, not we, you and all the other artists, for Breast Cancer Awareness and the Ribbon of Hope, a charity. We're going to auction off a lot of this stuff tonight. I'm actually going to help auction it with my silver tongue. And but we actually taped these guys a couple months ago preparing for this show for today. So why don't we take a look back? Well, here we are at Dean Wally Walensky's house where he's having a panel jam, like we said, January, months before the show started. And they're gathered here preparing panels for the future show to be auctioned off for breast cancer. And Wally, you just built this beautiful shop. And could you tell us about how you organize this and what the whole concept of this is?
The whole idea of the panel jam is just to get people together to work on doing panels for the show and to get new people involved in it. Right. Get new people that never striped before. So they come in, they can learn how to stripe. They got people to ask questions. And
right. It's a great thing. I mean, it's like anything in our hobby of cars. We're trying to preserve the history of them and bring up the young people to get interested to keep it going. So that's pretty neat. I see a lot of people here doing different things. We got even a young gal over there will go get a chance to talk to her. So I appreciate you having this and keeping the tradition alive. And then when we go back to the show, we'll probably see you there, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Are you standing in a hole?
Yes.
Okay. You got to level out that concrete. We're going to talk to Donnie Webster here, who's actually had many panel jams. No, that's not Donnie there. That's Pekka Wiz, famous pinstriper, right, Donnie?
Correct.
Tell us about why you did this little piece of art. It's not funny, really. It is. I guess it is. Yeah. Donnie just whipped this up. Tell us a little bit about Pekka and how you started actually having panel jams for the same reason Wally explained: teaching, keeping the tradition alive.
Yeah, we've been holding panel jams probably the last 4 years now at my shop. This is the first time we come out to Wally's, which is a little change of venue. We've been teaching anybody that wants to learn, from little kids up to older people. Right. Anybody that has an interest, wants to come out, we do it for free. We don't charge anybody. All we do is ask you to bring a dish to pass, and we're good.
And you're going to be at the show. Not all of these people will be at the show at NEWMotorama, but
most of them will be there. Yeah. I'm really pushing for them to get out and be seen in public.
Right. I think that'll get rid of the stage fright, if you will, and just make them that much better.
They can pinstripe in front of me. They can do it in front of anybody.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks, Donnie. We're going to go talk to some of these people. Thank you. Yep. Well, here we're with young Kayla Fuller, who's just starting to pinstripe, and I'm probably going to bother her here, but you're just learning, Kayla?
Yeah,
How long have you been doing this?
for almost a year.
Okay. If you don't mind, how old are you?
11.
11 years old, and you're already doing beautiful work already. Who got you interested in this?
Well, I saw all the pinstriping going on at World of Wheels, and I've always been interested in it, seeing all of this. So I decided last year I was going to get started.
And you did it. Well, I give you a lot of credit, and you're going to be a wonderful artist. You just keep it up, all right? Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Today must be the day for left-handed pinstripers, as we just talked to Kayla, and here we got Kevin Bozen, who I've known Kevin for years, and I can tell you, I never knew he could pinstripe, especially this nice. Kevin, how you doing, bud?
Good, real good.
How long you been doing this?
About 5 years now.
Wow. Yeah, you mastered it rather well, I'd say. What got you interested in it? Just going to car shows like we did years ago and you just dug it?
Oh, yeah. Between that and Webster pushing me.
Right. Now we got to thank Donnie for keeping this flame lit, I would say. Are you going to be at the show?
Yes, I will be there pinstriping and helping out any way I can.
Okay, man, that's awesome. I really appreciate the time you've given. Take care, man. So we just kind of snuck up on Danelle Schuer here as she is pinstriping a, what is it? What kind of box is that?
I think it's plain on the inside, but I think it's a pool cue box. Box.
Yeah, very good. Danelle, how long have you been pinstriping?
I've only been pinstriping probably 4 years, but I've always been an artist.
Oh, you
so
have?
I've painted since I was a kid and drawn.
Okay.
I just started pinstriping about 4 years ago. Webby got me interested in it, and Wally, and It was hard at first. It was
Oh,
a challenge.
yes.
I've always drawn, but pinstriping was a challenge. But after a little bit of practice, meh,
It's starting to go. Practice makes perfect. Okay.
pretty easy. So
Are you going to be at the show?
yes, I plan on being at the show and doing some things up, and I hope somebody come see what we're doing. I think we're going to have an awesome crew.
Oh, great. I appreciate you spending the time and everything for the research when your artwork is auctioned off. So you take care, and we'll see you back at the show.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hey, we could spend all day here, and I wish we could, but we got to get back to the show. I want to thank everybody here, especially Dean Walensky for hosting this panel jam. Donnie Webster, whose name was mentioned many times. But we'll talk to these guys when we get back to the show. We'll catch you later, like that. Now, that's some interesting stuff right there. The guys getting together. Your own time. No money is exchanging hands. You're doing this out of the kindness of your heart to help for breast cancer awareness. Now, Jack, you moved away to Colorado. I still haven't given you that for that. But tell me what's involved in getting all this art together. 'Cause you're the guy that created the caricature
Right.
for this year's
The
show,
logo for it,
the logo,
exactly. Yep.
and help get all these artists together. Tell me what that took.
Well, it's just like putting together anything that's of any size. It takes months and months and months of planning between myself and working with Rick Pollock, working with people from the Milwaukee show, from the Chicago show, from the Detroit show, from the Cleveland show, gathering all of their expertise together. We've managed to put together this show right here.
Wow.
And we're hoping that it's going to be a very successful show that's going to bring in some good dollars for breast cancer and for the Ribbon of Hope. And it's one of those things that the artists are really a good group of people that would like to give back for the blessing that they have of the skills that they're able to work with, and that with their pinstriping and airbrushing and different things like that.
Right. What I really like is we interviewed different people, and they're getting the kids involved. We showed them building model cars. If they get interested in hammering aluminum, maybe they'll get interested in doing body work when they're older. And what we saw in our footage, the young kids that you're teaching to get interested in it. That's pretty neat. Donnie Webster, which we've met, holds these little seminars, and to get kids into it. Tell me how it is to get a kid interested in pinstriping or airbrush.
Well, the thing that's really amazing about it is probably a half a dozen years ago, it was almost a dying art. It was getting fewer and fewer people that were doing it. And by having these panel jams, the thing that's really cool about those is kids come around and they'll ask you about it. You can give them a brush and say, try pulling a couple lines. And all of a sudden the parents will say, where can we get one of those pinstriping brushes? Where can we get the paint? And not always, but every once in a while, a year or two later, you'll be at a different panel jam. Somebody will come up to you and say, do you remember me? And you'll say, this is what I'm doing now. And what they're doing is they're keeping the art alive.
Right.
So it's really cool to see.
It really is.
Yeah.
If you're a watcher of the Wheel Show, we did a couple shows on Jack, his life, the thing, how you started out. So we won't go over that again. They'll have to look on YouTube and watch it again. But Jack, thank you for helping organize this, doing these panels and auctioning it off for such a great, great charity, breast cancer. And I hope you have fun tonight, and I'm going to help auction off. So, buddy,
Hey,
I love you, man. You're my hero.
All right, man.
All right, take care.
Take care.